Hey y'all, I'm Richard Tompkins, your marketing mercenary with Target Optimized. Today we're going to talk about how we can improve the performance of your real estate listings using Facebook posts. We know that you're a great realtor, but do you know the ins and outs and the best ways to improve those listings on your Facebook posts? In today's Target Optimized Marketing Mercenary Minute, we're going to share our best practices to increasing the effectiveness of those posts. The goal? To hit your target audience of prospective buyers and to give them the right info when they're interested in looking for it, as opposed to when you can respond back to them. We want to hit it when they're looking as opposed to when it's normally available. Eliminating that back and forth of, well, lots of little questions, or I forgot to ask this. Face it, we are real estate marketers. And we may have a presence on Facebook and expect that all of our posts are going to be seen. But the reality is a lot of your content is missed because it lacks relevance. Why? Generally because it's crappy content. Remember, when it comes to listing your homes on your Facebook page, you need to make sure that these are your listings. So we're going to give you our best tactics for how to improve the effectiveness of your listings on Facebook. The first pro tip is to add video content. Remember that Facebook loves video. We think video is a critical element of an effective real estate marketing plan. And we also know that Facebook is a distant second to YouTube and video. Facebook is trying to narrow that gap, and to do so, they're placing a much higher value on video content. So great real estate marketers, they need to embrace video. You may be great at showing, you may be great at describing, you may be great at negotiating, but today, in order to stand out in a crowded world of lots of real estate agents chasing fewer deals, you need to embrace video. Why? Because you can better describe listings to your target audience. Video drives 87% higher engagement than just regular copy and pictures. I know that most of us have used the slideshow feature on our Mac or our iPhone and added some music to create a nice little carousel. That was great 5 years ago, but it's not going to cut it today. And Facebook doesn't value that video content nearly as high as they do recordings like this. So with 87% higher engagement, you're going to get the eyeballs. You're also going to get served up on Facebook searches much faster and rank higher than those posts without video content. Also, think of this as a way to market your listings 24/7. And this video content is available all day, all night, and you don't have to do anything to make it happen. The key thing we found with incorporating video into your real estate listings is to be authentic. You need to personalize your videos and personalize each listing with your personality. Remember to add authenticity because people buy from people. People want to have a relationship with their real estate professional. And the best way you can make a great impression is by personalizing each of your listings. So it's yours and not just a random real estate agent. Your personal brand is your most valuable asset, and everyone needs to remember that. We're in a service business, and your brand is the best thing that you have going for you. If you want to outsmart and outmarket the competition, you need to be using video in your content. We also know that video can enhance a listing by adding your personality. The key thing in order to incorporate video into your listing is to start by making a list of the property's best attributes. I know that these are sometimes listed in bullet point form on the MLS, but you need to think about, if you were buying this home, what are the greatest attributes? And prioritize those attributes. Many real estate professionals lack creativity when it comes to descriptions. They're lazy. They just go with what's on the MLS, instead of taking a walk around the home and looking at, oh, these are great features. We'll talk about that a little bit more, of things that we think are important to call out. Make sure that you shoot video of each of these features. And we found the best way to lay this whole video plan out is to lay it out in a Google Doc so that you can see the flow. You want to start with this feature, then flow to this feature, then flow to this feature. Think about it as a script. A director follows a script. Actors follow a script. You are producing a movie about your listing. You then want to shoot and sequence the footage. Hey, if you've got a partner, it's going to make it a lot easier. You can sit down together and go over your pre-shoot planning and get the sequences down. We also think it's important for you to bullet point out all of the key features that you want to feature in the video. We think it's important that you have a conversational style, like when you do an open house tour. It's your personality. You're pointing out things that you think are going to be important to the prospective buyer. Personalize it. And you can do that through bullet points in your video presentation. You just want to make sure that it's conversational and not overly scripted. Hey, if you're overwhelmed with this, we do this stuff every day. So hit us up on the web at Target Optimized or on our socials. We're glad to help. When we think about the most important attributes of a listing, we think that location should be the very, very first part of every post. We all know location, location, location. It's the most important factor in selling a home. So you should tout all the benefits of your listing's location and do that first. Talk about the neighborhood. Talk about the HOA if they have one. Point out school zoning, which is important for any families with younger children. Point out where highway access is and mass transit options. We think it's important to also mention the distance to key landmarks. The airport, downtown, grocery stores, wine shops, schools, the movie theater, great restaurants, the hospital, and of course, doctor's offices. We love to also point out what's within easy walking distance based on the age of the prospective buyers. We think you should enhance the video listing by taking short video clips of important things like the landmarks coming into a neighborhood. So get in your car and drive to the listing from a major thoroughfare, so your prospective customers get a feel for where is the house located relative to a main road. It gives buyers a feel for what home is going to be like. We think it's super critical to include lots of property features, many more than you have room for in your MLS. Things that we think that are super important are a fenced-in yard for pets, the potential for an in-law suite. Maybe there's a garage apartment, which would be good for a potential Airbnb listing. Expansion possibilities, special energy saving features, special construction materials used, a high-end pool or great landscaping, large backyards or acreage, and cul-de-sac locations. These are things that you may overlook in your busy marketing, but these are things that need to be pointed out and are important to many of your prospective buyers. We also think it's important to emphasize high quality brands, especially when you're marketing a luxury home. You want to emphasize recognizable brands. We all know that the kitchen is king, and kitchens oftentimes are the #1 selling attribute of a home. So be sure to use your power words when you're describing the kitchen. We love chef's kitchen or gourmet kitchen. We also make sure to use power words like Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Viking appliances. These symbolize quality, and buyers will always pay up. Remember, many home buyers make emotional purchases based on brands that may be hot buttons for them. And that's work that they don't have to do on a remodel. Also think about HVAC systems. Brands like Trane, Carrier, and Rude. Their quality and they connote longevity. Also point out the SEER or the efficiency rating of the units. That's going to be important and can help factor in to utilities costs. Smart buyers today are paying attention to features. So you should make your marketing stand out and call these things out in your videos. People are going to want to watch more content, not less. We think that you should definitely market any upgrades to the home in your Facebook posts. Remember that great content in Facebook posts, it's the most important thing that you can do in your listing. So much more important than the literature that you leave out on the home or the information that you have at an open house. We think that it's critical to include these key elements in your posts. You've got an unlimited amount of space, and people that are interested are going to scan the post and look for the power words that are their hot buttons. The things that we think are important to emphasize in terms of upgrades include windows, name brands like Anderson, Pella, or Marvin. If your kitchen has been newly remodeled, talk about countertops, talk about cabinets, talk about the appliances. In the bathroom, talk about the content of the shower tiles. What's it made of, the coloring, and any special features, where it's from. Floor coverings, that's important in every room, but especially bedrooms and entryways. Talk about deck materials and the age. If you have a pool or a spa, talk about the materials used and the brand. Landscaping is super important today, and everyone knows the importance of curb appeal. So be sure to call out key landscaping features like irrigation and uplighting. Include lots of photos, which most of you already do, but your Facebook post has an unlimited number of photographs that you can put into a carousel. Also, be sure to include tags. Tags are important for Facebook because it's what helps their search engine find the key features that prospective buyers are looking for. Remember that Facebook wants to keep users on the platform. So it's not a good idea to include a lot of links off of the Facebook platform. It's a much better idea to use tags and tag other users, like other real estate agents or other brands, and tag their brand pages. So go in and tag Pella Windows in a picture, or tag Wolf or Viking. Go to their pages. That's going to increase the relevance of your post and raise it in the search features. So less links, more tags. Also be sure to use hashtags because those also help raise the visibility in search. Makes it easier to find and you're going to come up higher. We think it's also important to make each post unique. One of the ways that you can do that with your listings is to use new descriptions. So if you update a listing with a new price or new features or anything that might have changed, availability for an open house, it's good to change the post name just a little bit so that it comes up as a refreshed and a newer post. If you add new content, maybe new videos, new photos, that's also a good opportunity to update the post. And if you're repurposing a listing, say one of your real estate friends has a listing that you think will be important to your prospective audience, make sure that you add a new title to that post. The most important aspect that Facebook has updated for the real estate profession is using Facebook groups. Facebook groups help to focus on building communities. And Facebook is one big community. There are over 1 billion users that have subscribed to Facebook groups. So it's a huge network. 10% of those are deemed by Facebook to be very meaningful. And for you, creating a group that includes professionals in the real estate profession, that's going to be an important way for you to network and for you to stand out and be more distinctive to your prospective customers. Today, businesses can set up a fan page and get fan clubs and create super fans. Remember, we're real estate marketers and we always want to target our audience. The best way to do that is through a powerful ecosystem like a Facebook group. Connections, clients, fans, they're all going to be more focused on your content because that's what's important to them. Also think about your group as a networking opportunity to liaise with professionals within real estate and real estate services. It's an excellent opportunity to invite relevant Facebook participants to join your group. It creates growth opportunities for your business. It creates a stable of trusted professionals. And we recommend including in your group closing attorneys, title and escrow experts, insurance agents, landscapers, arborists, plumbers, electricians, pool companies, housekeepers, and even event planners. Think of it as you're creating an ecosystem that you can then invite your prospective clients to join. You can share info, ideas, and do it all in a safe shared space because you can control who joins your group and make sure that it's only trusted professionals and prospective clients. Facebook search is absolutely relevant to your real estate business goals. The best way to do this is to go into your user page. Up on the left corner, click on the Discovery Groups tab. And when you look down along the left column, you're going to explore the heading Groups. If you already have any existing groups, they're going to show on the top of the page. You then click Discover at the top of the page, and Facebook is going to recommend groups to you based on searches that you've done, friends that you have, or other pages that you've liked. Think about location, and think about interest when you are trying to search for relevant groups for real estate. When you're ready to join a group, click the join button. And most times, if it's an open group, you'll be automatically opted in. And if there's an admin and permissions are required, that will happen generally within 24 hours. What's the key takeaway? Groups on Facebook are your most focused set of eyeballs. They're going to see your content first. Groups are also going to have the most impact on your business. Wow, this sounds like a lot of work. That's 6 things, and we all know that we're busy and we're chasing down leads and we're chasing down listings and we're working on all these things. But remember, this is what's going to set you apart from the crowd today in digital search. Also think of it as a way that you're adding value to your clients. Hey, even if you don't get the deal, you lose the sale, another couple outbids your offer. That's not important. There are going to be other listings. Remember, the more you do for your clients, the much more likely they're going to be sticking with you. So our tip is, if your time's constrained, then work on these 6 tactics on your best listings. Think about prioritizing your most expensive homes who are going to have the most high-profile interest. Craft the best content for those. If you'd like to learn more about how you can be smarter than your competition, please be sure to check out our blog at targetoptimized.com. Follow us on our socials at Target Optimized and at Marketing Mercenary. We'd love to hear your comments down below, and we really thrive on your feedback. So hit us up down below. Also be sure to share this content with your network. I'm Richard Tompkins, your Marketing Mercenary with Target Optimized.